This is Adventure for Life. I'm Joel. I am at the El Dorado outpost. If you can see that sign over there, right outside of Troy, North Carolina, there is the River Daisy Outdoor Company and Uwari ATV Rentals, whatever that is. Hopefully I'm not going to get run over. I'm here to do the Grenadier off-road training with Overland Experts. Again, the guys that did the ride-alongs with the when we did the off-road, driving with the prototypes, was a company called Overland Experts that Ineos had hired. And so I kept the card and am going to because I wanted to do this training class with them. So it's 2 days long, and one day, which is today, is going to be just learning the vehicle, learning the controls, the switches, the whatever on it. And then the tomorrow is going to be off-road recovery. So Overland Experts, again, has, I think their main facilities in Connecticut, and then they have a offshoot facility here in North Carolina, which I think is where they do a lot of military training. So there's, if you can see in the picture, that's Ron, and he's going to be my instructor for the next 2 days. And again, there's potentially a couple of guys that are going to ride along. So I'm not going to film during the actual training, probably, because I'm going to be focused on the training itself. But I certainly will be giving updates and talking about what we're doing and give you an overview of the whole thing. Still missing my accessories, by the way. I've got a few. You can see the rock sliders down there, but there's still a lot of the accessories that are missing from the vehicle. Let's talk about the trip up yesterday. So I drove through Atlanta and all up here. It was about a 500-mile trip, 8 or 9 hours. And, the trip itself was fine. Yesterday was President's Day, and so a lot of people off. And I don't know what was going on, but there were wrecks everywhere. And I got caught in traffic jams over and over and over because people had wrecks. And, a few of them, you could tell they were bad. Anyway, so y'all be safe out there. Anyway, how'd the drive go? The drive was good. Still, let's talk about the positives. I rolled over 1,000 miles, by the way. So again, about a 500-mile trip. Seats are comfortable, ride's comfortable, acceleration's great, braking's good, all the controls are good. Used Apple CarPlay all the way up, everything worked great. So very happy with all that. What were the downsides? The downsides were the steering, still not 100% comfortable with that, although it did appear that maybe it's breaking in, not sure about that. But it seemed to be a little bit better. There was some weaving and whatnot at the beginning of the trip. And I do think, and I said this the other day, it seems the slower you're going, and when I say that, I mean if you're not going 80 miles an hour down the road, it seems to be a lot better. So like when I drove out here today, I was driving 60 miles an hour on country roads and no issue whatsoever. Totally comfortable, didn't notice really any difference in the steering in it and any other vehicle. But when you're going down the road 80 miles an hour, it seems different to me, a lot more inputs and whatnot, and a lot more weave of the car. And I hate to call it a weave because it's very gentle, but it does move more than a rack and pinion steering car. The nanny systems are still a little bit aggravating, apparently they're, in theory they're still working on getting those things turned off, but, I had to turn off the speed control thing, but there's something else that was making just a general sound, like a wah kind of sound, and y'all feel free to laugh at that, periodically. Was it when I got too close to the lines in the lanes? Was it, what was it? I don't know. But anyway, I would say that's it. So still love the vehicle and all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to this training, and I'll keep you posted as we go along.